So it says Roman to integers is not problem number 13, and it says the following. Roman numerals are represented by 7 different symbols: I, V, X, L, C, D, and M. Symbol I represents 1, V 5, X 10, L 50, C 1000, D 500, M 1000. For example, 2 is written as LII in Roman numeral, just two ones are added together. L2 is written as XII, which is simply X plus II. The number 27 is written as XXVII, which is XX plus V plus II. Roman numerals are usually written largest to smallest from left to right. However, the numeral for 4 is not III. Instead, the number 4 is written as IV. Because the
Mm,
1 is before the 5, we subtracted, making it 4. Okay, because the 1,
okay.
so this is an important line right here.
Yes, that is
Because
important.
the 1 is before the 5, we subtracted from 4. Okay, okay. Keep it in mind. The same principle applies to the number 9, which is written as IX, where the 6 where our 6 instances where subtraction is used. I can be replaced before V, 5, and X, 10 to make 4 and 9. X can be replaced before L, 50, and C, 100 to make 40 and 90. C can be replaced before D, 500, and M, 1000 to make 400 and 900. Given a Roman numeral, convert it to an integer. Okay, okay, okay.
So,
Okay,
can we explain those cases again? So, like,
these cases,
if we see that, like I is value 1. If we see that I is before V, then that means we're subtracting.
If I feel like if it's the one before is lower than the one after, we subtract. If that makes sense. For example, I, which is 1, and V, which is 5, right? 1 is lower than V, but because 1 is to the left, we subtract 1 to V. Does that
Okay.
make sense? Yeah? A little bit, little bit. I feel like these are kind of normal, right? Because each LVII represent one, right? So we can just get this like a string, right? And just to explain a little bit of a string is like a sentence or a group of characters, right? Like numbers, integers, right? And since they're strings, we are able to manipulate them um with a couple of what's it called methods and stuff that allow us to like play around with them, right? And since we can get them as strings, right? We can just like create a bunch of switch statements or if statements, right? And scan like the L, and then we have a integer, right? That's an integer, and we just add
Mm-hmm.
50. Then we scan V. Oh, what is V? 5. Add 5. What is I? Well, 1. Let's add 1. You get me?
That's where it gets tricky because the number 4 written is it's IV, but you can't do the iteration process the same way because if you start with IV, the first one is going to be I, and that's 1. The next one's going to
Mm-hmm.
be V, which is equal to 5. If you add both of those up, that's 6.
6.
Wait, what is
Uh-huh.
it?
6.
6,
Yes,
which
yes.
is incorrect. It's supposed to be 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that process is not going to be the same for everything. So that's the trick of the problem.
Yeah. So, like Carlos was saying, we need to like figure out a way to check if the following character is less than or bigger than the current character we have. All right. So just an FYI, I'm no Python expert, right? Nor LeetCode
I,
expert.
Getting
Yeah,
there. We're
we're
getting
getting
there.
there though. We're getting there. This is the point of this thing to keep working, right?
Yes.
But yeah,
Yeah.
let's get this work.
So let's loop
Get it.
through it. Let's
All right.
loop through it.
So let's see. For I range in
I think you
range.
could just say S.
Can we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Mhm.
my God. All right.
Like try it. Print S.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Do that.
Now I'm gonna close this problem a little bit and make this. Ooh.
Right there at the bottom.
Oh. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So Now to solve the problem, I was thinking to do if statements or switch cases. I feel like switch cases
Okay.
are a little bit more, a little more cleaner, a little more professional, right? Instead of like having all those different if statements. Case
But the thing is,
Python.
I don't even think we need a lot of um, if statements. I think we just need to say like if the number before is less than the number after, then you subtract it.
Yes, but also how do we get the digits though? Because we have I, right? We don't know. You get me?
You
So we have to
you
get
check it. You have a
I.
dictionary with the key and the value.
Ooh, we can do dictionaries. That's so true. Create dictionary, right?
Yeah.
Dictionary. Then we need an integer to hold the value that we actually need.
Answer. Yeah.
Integer total. Let's call it integer total. We have the total, and we have to get value from dictionary, right?
Get yeah.
And then add it to total.
No, check if that value is less than the next one.
Sure, we can do it. Let's see. Let's put it right here. Check. So for this, we
Yeah.
need a for loop. I feel like. I'm not sure. Maybe depends. Then add it to total. That's pretty much. So for this one, so like this. No.
You can name it whatever you want.
Really?
Well, I guess you could say like Roman
Roman?
Roman values or whatever. Roman.
I'm just gonna call it Roman, so it could be easier to type. Roman. There you go.
Okay. And
Then
then
from
it'll
here,
be curly brackets.
curly brackets. Uh-huh.
And then we input it ourselves. So you do the character and then I. And then I believe I think it's colon
Uh-huh.
and then one and then comma.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. I get you. I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
you.
yeah.
So now we got a
So we
dictionary.
got that.
Yeah, we have our int total
Now
equals
it's creating
to
a variable which will store the total of the total sum of all the characters in the string.
and then we need to get the value from the dictionary, which now we're gonna use our iteration. So we can iterate
Yes.
through each of these values, the L, the V, the I. Basically here, what we're gonna try to do is get the L, right? And then we're gonna access a dictionary. We're gonna say, all right, go to L, which is this one, and get me the value, which is 50. And then from this, once we have the value 50, we're gonna add it to total. Then we're gonna go to V. Then we're gonna go to V, give me the value, which is 5, add it to total. Give me the value 5, which is 1. Give me the value, add it to 1. Give me the value 5, and like that, like that, like that. And that's what we have this total, because we're gonna be adding each of the values of L, V, V, I into that variable. How do we get the values? Yes, we do this. So we get the name of the dictionary, get, and then we specify the key. Yes? Totally. There you go. That should work. Right? For the few cases that we have. It's not going to work for all of them, but it should work for a few. Oh, I have to return it. Do we have to return an integer, no?
Just print out total.
Alright, you got 58.
Is that math? L is 50 plus 5 plus 3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright, let me see.
Now,
let me try to return it.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, so we passed the first two, which are the bases. Like the basics. Now we just need to figure out the after.
On line 15, I believe it would work the same way if we just put total plus equals Roman.
Oh, yes. I get you. Like this?
Yeah.
Alright, so basically, if M is less than C, we do the subtraction, right? But if it's greater, we keep going. Yes.
You subtract M from C, right?
Yes.
Wait a minute. I got an idea. Add all of them up, and then you mark down which numbers were less than the one after. You get me?
Oh, okay,
And you
like C.
subtract that from the
Uh-huh.
total.
Ooh, yes.
You get it?
I think that would work. Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that might work, but
Yeah, I feel like might work too. Yes. Because you just subtract C and subtract X. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, for sure.
so you just have one if statement, right? It'll just be
Mm-hmm.
if the character is less than the next one,
Mm-hmm.
then add it to a different variable, which is we could call it like
Or
less
we could just
than.
subtract it from total.
Ah,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah,
We can subtract it from total. And then
yeah,
total can be negative, right? Because if we have a
yes,
positive over here, it would just like eliminate all the negatives and we still have a positive number.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So it's going to be for I in range of length S, like this.
Yeah.
Well,
hmm
would we still get I? Would we still get like the value, like I, V, X, L?
You might have to then I might have to be S bracket I like in the on line 15.
Oh, yeah. I got you, like this.
Yeah.
If, let's see, Roman get as value. If the value that we have right now is greater than or equal to Roman, we go total plus equal Roman dot get as I, like that.
S
Not
I plus
mistake.
1, right?
If I, yes sir. Else Roman dot get as I. That should work. So now we're subtracting the value that we have from the total.
That's gonna be an out of bounds. You're gonna say Roman dot get si greater than equal to or less than equal to Roman dot get si minus 1.
But we're still gonna be skip one though.
Yes, you're skipping one, but you're still comparing it
But we're gonna
with
skip this value now, because we're adding the previous value. You get me? Because we're at
no.
C.
I will reach that.
I would,
will reach V.
but we're doing I minus one though.
Uh, hmm.
You get me? Because
I see what you're saying right there.
I will reach V, but we're accessing the one previous. But I think there's a workaround that. All right, so I was
All right.
thinking, right? All right. All right, let's see. I'm open paint, right? All right. We know this value, C is less, right? And this is bigger. And this is less, bigger. So for our viewers, where we're running, our problem is, like I said right now, that we're scanning two items. We're scanning the current and the following one. Right? We scan this one, 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 we scan this one. But when we get to the V, we're gonna scan the following one, but there's nothing there. That's what we call an out of bounds error, because we're out of bounds. We have nothing there.
I think we have the solution. We just gotta say like before, if I is
This one is
greater
also
than
negative.
the length of the whole size of the string, then don't continue.
Yes, sir.
So that means if you're at the last one, then just add it to the total because it's not going to be less than anything.
Ooh, that is true.
You get me? You catch me?
I catch your drift. So we're gonna check if I is equal to len s minus 1.
Yeah.
We're gonna go
Plus equals
Yeah.
I or si. That should be it. Should be. And then you delete the on line 17 the and.
Yep. And here I guess we have to add a return.
I mean, at the end of the for loop, I'll still do it.
Okay. But I don't want it for it to get here. If that makes sense.
It won't because if it meets
Oh,
and it'll just-
that is so true.
it'll
Yep.
run.
You're smart.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Roman.
Okay, hold up. It's not over yet.
Come on, boy. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alright.
Wait.
Hey, that's the first step. It's a test
That's the
case.
first.
Alright, buddy. Let's go. Yes, sir. We in here. Yes, sir.